Hey, Grayson from D-Tech Marine. Welcome on board this Prestige 5500. So today we're going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to use our Teak Magic 2-part teak cleaning system. First off, we're going to be starting with our Teak Magic Part 1. This is going to be diluted 1 part product to 4 parts water. What we're going to do is start on our stairwell, working our way from up all the way down, allowing the product to drip down on surfaces we have not touched yet. We're going to be wetting the teak first, so you'll be working with a damp surface. Once the surface is damped, we're now going to apply our Part 1 Teak Magic onto the stairwell here, and we'll be using our soft blue bristle brush. Use it with your hand on the small areas like this, but if you're using it on larger areas, you can add it to a deck pole with easy application. And just to note, Teak Magic Part 1 and 2 is also not going to damage your stainless steel. Now that we've applied our Teak Magic Part 1, we'll be waiting for about 3 to 5 minutes let the product dwell on the surface, just to do most of the work for us. We'll be using a medium scrub pad to help clean the dirt out of the surface that's been lifted. So as we're scrubbing this teak, we're going with and against the grain. Teak Magic will not erode the teak as other products on the market do. So it's safe to use in both directions, giving you a nice even finish. So the pressure we're using with the medium pad is a medium pressure. If you do find you miss a spot towards the end, you can go back and hit it over again as the product continues to work while it's on the surface and until the Part 2 is applied. But as you're going, once you start seeing this nice golden rich color coming through the teak, it's letting us know that the dirt has been removed and the natural wood color is now ready to be shown off. And one great benefit about using Teak Magic Part 1 and 2, it's also not going to destroy the finish on your stainless. Whereas other products on the market tend to leave horrible burn marks, somewhat scarring, that creates more work to get it all looking presentable again. So now we've finished scrubbing, what we're going to do is we're going to rinse all the residual dirt and gunk off the teak, and then from there we'll be able to use our Part 2 to brighten it back up to its natural golden color. The last main advantage of our Teak Magic is it being non-hazardous, eco-safe, MARPOL compliant, and also safe to rinse in our waterways. Now we've rinsed the Part 1 off and removed all the dirt and contaminants off the teak, what we're going to use is now our Part 2 in the system. This is also going to be diluted, a 1:4 ratio, 1 part Teak Magic Part 2 and 4 parts water. We'll be using the same bucket, we'll rinse it out, and that way we've got a nice clean start once we brush it all on, and from there we allow it to sit for 3 to 5 minutes and we'll rinse it off from there. So now that our Part 1 is finished, we'll be applying our Part 2. Again, I'm just going to be using a soft bristle blue deck brush with my hands, just easy of application, and we're going to allow it to sit on the surface for about 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to bring that nice rich golden color back into the teak. And one thing you'll notice, the change in color is very quick. So you'll see that rich golden color coming through real nice and quickly as you're applying the product on the surface. One nice thing about that is it's very easy to see if you've missed any spots, as they'll be significantly darker than the rest of the wood around it. Now that we've applied, we're going to let it sit for that 3 to 5 minutes. Once it reaches that nice rich golden color, we'll rinse the product off and allow the teak to dry. So we've just finished wrapping up doing the Teak Magic Part 1 and 2 on board this Prestige 550. We've got this beautiful rich golden color that's now come through. The natural wood is really showing off. A few points to remember, one being the mixing ratio. Unlike some of the competitors on the market mixing 1 part of their product with 1 part water, we're mixing 1 part product with 4 parts water, allowing for a lot more coverage per gallon, and also in the long run, saving you some money and time and effort. If you want to see how we're going to be protecting this teak, stick around and see our Triton 2.0 video on how we're going to use it to protect the teak on board.